I think we're good. Okay. Finally. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Yeah, super annoying. 5-10 minutes ago, I started trying to get the YouTube app to work to the point where at like 3 minutes before a show, I was opening my laptop. I was going to record on there. And then I had an epiphany. Let's try clearing the storage, the cache for the app. And I did, and it loaded right up. I had the same problem yesterday, but rebooting fixed it. So, just something we got to keep in mind. It's a computer. It's a little computer in your pocket. Well, it's cold out. It's like 8 degrees. It's nice and warm in my house. Much progress on the shelves. I'll show you those in a little bit. Woke up to a notification on my phone from one of my cameras outside. Because yes, I have security cameras. Because I live out in the woods. What else am I going to do? And I was like, is that a cat? And I zoomed in, it was a cat. It was like a cat. Somebody's cat. Walking around, all tentative. It's really interesting. I hope the cat's okay. I was a little nervous. Watching the cat like go hang out in my woodpile, and then I lost track of it. But fingers crossed. Once we're done with the show, I'll go out and take a look. You know, once I put on pants. Yesterday was a pretty good day. It was a fairly productive day. It was I had some good social interaction with people, which I know seems crazy. Not something that happens often, but my friend Joey was here doing work on the house. Dropped off a check to my friend the plumber down the road. Went and mailed a computer to a client at Staples. And I had good conversation with someone there. And had a phone call with one of my advisors. It was a good day. It's weird that here we are, it's 2021, and having a few conversations with people makes it a good day, but it does. Makes it a good day. What else happened yesterday? I didn't go to the gym. I watched TV. Got a bunch of work done. Email. What's going on today? We have an out-of-cycle podcast interview. Normally we do them all on Tuesdays. We got one coming today, which is good because our buffer is dangerously thin. The episode that we record today will come out a week from Monday. So we're going to build that back up so I don't stress out. Which means if you have suggestions for guests, don't be afraid to reach out. Let me know. Jeremy at whistlekick.com, and I'll pass them over to Leslie. I got like 4 calls this morning, that interview. It's going to be a busy day. I don't like when Thursdays are like this, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Anything else to say? I feel like there was more to say. Oh, I can show you where we're at with the shelves. So that frame, it's kind of framed out like a window. Similar. Because that used to be the outer wall of my house. My house used to be just this. And then they added on this. So I don't know what people would have done before this. This room is the biggest room in the house, like by far. It's almost twice the size of my bedroom. It's close. It's close to twice the size of my bedroom. And I don't know where you would have kept enough food. Because there's a huge pantry back there. And the laundry, washer and dryer in the bathroom. I'm all for tiny houses. If you want to live in a tiny house, but I don't. I appreciate the efficiency. If you've ever been on a cruise, that's one of the things I find fascinating about being on a cruise, is how efficient all the storage and everything is in the rooms. All those little pockets and hidey holes, and the clothesline that comes out of nowhere and strings across your room. Just, it's kind of cool. Back before anybody was doing tiny houses, I found that really fascinating. I don't think I'd ever live in a tiny house. And I don't understand people who are raising kids in a tiny house. Kids need space, and kids smell. You can't get away from the smell. Ugh. And I really don't understand when people make tiny houses that cost more than a regular house. That's strange to me. People building these little 8x10s that cost $100,000. Ah, that's crazy to me. I don't get it. But I don't have to get it because I'm not living in them. As long as it works for them, it's fine. All right, let's do questions. It's weird to me that nobody's showing up. Where is everybody? Oh, don't tell me the YouTube app on here isn't. Okay, there we go. Come on, any day now. Everything is running sluggishly. It's coming, I'm assuming. No connection. What are you talking about? Oh, didn't we deal with this yesterday too? I guess this thing needs to be rebooted as well, so let's do that. Well, then we're going to start with the last question from Chris from the other day. Another boxing question. When is it time? Well, actually, this is not a boxing question. This is a great question. When is it time to cross-train versus when is it time to leave a style and move on? Oof. Cross-training versus new. It depends on what motivates you to train. If your motivation to train is to be, let's say, the best fighter for whatever reason, if your motivation has to do with self-defense or competition, there is a good chance that you're going to spend less time at a single school. And in those contexts, when you leave is when you feel that you've learned what you want to learn from those instructors. See, there are different reasons to train with different people. I have instructors that I train with that I train with them because I think they're good people and I enjoy training with them, not because I'm learning from them. Doesn't mean I don't learn things, but it means that that's not the primary motivation. I've had instructors tell me, I really don't have anything left to teach you. That's okay. I'm not here to learn new forms and new techniques. I have other instructors that I have that teach me all kinds of stuff. I have instructors that I work with that, no, actually I don't. I was going to say I have instructors that I work with that I don't like, but that's not true. I have instructors that I like less. Everybody has something to teach. We did an episode on that way, way back. A first day white belt has something to teach. They may not know they're teaching it. You may not know you're learning it, but it's there. It's something for them to impart on you, often unintentionally, and it usually results in pain. So when do you depart versus do more? I think you got to work backwards from your goals and your resources, time, money, etc. So if you have, let's say you're taking a karate class and you're going 2 days a week and you love it and it's great and you've been there for 10 years and you've earned, black belt rank of some fashion. And you're happy with that. Cool. But let's say you want more. You want to learn some grappling stuff. The only grappling related school that you can make it to is also on the same nights. Well, now you've got a dilemma. Do I leave this school or do I go there? Well, which do you want to learn? More karate or new, let's say, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Logistics play a big part. Why do I not go to Taekwondo often? Hardly ever. Because it's 45 minutes away. Logistically, it's tough for me to get there. By the time I leave and come back, it's almost a 5-hour commitment between classes and time on either side and socialization aspect. I love doing it. But I get home late and it throws my routine off, and so I don't do it often. Could I do it more often? Sure. But I don't. So, does that answer the question? I don't know. This thing's done rebooting, and it says it's connected. Let's see what's going on. It says I am live. I don't know where everybody went. Maybe they're chilling under the covers because it's cold. We've got more boxing quotes. It's turning into boxing month. That's okay. So, Chris, if you want to go deeper on that, if you want to talk more about specifics, we can do that, either privately or publicly. It's a great question, but it's hard to answer it any more specifically without specifics. So I've got some quotes here from Frank from Evander Holyfield. We're continuing African American History Month. A setback only paves the way for a comeback. Everybody likes an underdog, don't they? I was watching a TikTok video. I actually really enjoy TikTok. There's some great content on there, and it's really fast to go through and find what you like or don't like, and that's the best part. And I was watching this video, and the guy's talking about how in any story, the first few chapters set up the characters and express their hardship. If the book started off and the characters are winning and they're just loving life and there are no problems, that's not a very interesting story. Any story, movie, TV show, book, play, involves overcoming obstacles because that is so core to our humanity and our motivation. So a setback sets up a comeback. We like comeback stories. They give us hope and motivation. They remind us that people can accomplish amazing things if only we allow the time and space for them to happen. A champion shows who he is by what he does when he's tested. When a person gets up and says, I can still do it, he's a champion. When we talk about testing, we're not talking about, in this context, we're not talking about, your next rank. We're talking about real tests. We're talking about the setbacks from the first quote. We're talking about big stuff. When your martial arts school shuts down, are you going to keep training? Are you going to find a way to keep training? Are you going to find another school? Are you going to find somebody on Zoom? Are you going to start your own school? Or you lose your job. Spouse, parent, somebody passes away. Big stuff. There are a lot of people that fold. They're never the same. They don't come back. I've had some stuff. I've had some big stuff. I will always come back. I'm in the middle of coming back right now. It's been, I told you guys it would take me about 2 weeks. Well, we're coming up on 2 weeks. And so I believe strongly in setting the tone for the day, and First Cup does some of that for me. But when I wake up, I tell myself, this is going to be a great day. I tell myself that. I say it out loud when I open my eyes. It's the first day I've said that in a couple weeks. The last couple of days were a good day. The days before, today's going to be better than yesterday. Today's going to be a great day. I am committing to that. I'm going to make it a great day. I have control. No one should ever doubt my champion mindset. It is not the size of a man, thankfully, but the size of his heart that matters. Of course, this is coming from a boxer, so we're thinking about context in the ring, heart in the ring. We resonate with people with heart, don't we? Especially if they're not doing so well. A lot of the videos that we see kicked around martial arts wise, they show heart. It's a fly. Like not a little fly, but like a full-size fly. Where did you come from? That's crazy. There was that video of the instructor, this is like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. And the kid, and he had to break a board and he was really scared. And the instructor showed heart. If I remember correctly, he was crouched low with them and got him to do it. There's heart there. There's heart in the way it's presented. There's heart for the kid, and we feel that. There's a reason we watch those feel-good stories, because that's how we want things to go. We want to feel good. We want other people to show up for us and treat us that way. There's something so fundamental to our humanity that we need that. All right, one more. This is a short episode. That's okay. If you quit every time things don't go your way, then you'll be quitting all through your life. And might I add, they will never go your way. There are times to stop. Most of the time, don't stop. Think of life like a video game, right? Even if you don't play video games, you understand the concept that as you progress in the video game, things get harder. Overcoming those challenges leads to bigger and better rewards. And we see that pattern time and time again in everything. Do you want the simplest, easiest job? It pays the least. Do you want the level of education that requires the least effort? That's kindergarten. There's nothing wrong with a simple life if you are choosing it. But if you are falling into it because you refuse to put in effort, if it's a a sweet lemon situation, sweet lemon, sour grapes, I don't think that's okay. We all deserve to have what we want, but we have to work for it. And you've got to work through obstacles. You got to work through the crap, the challenges, the punches in the face, literal and figurative. Hopefully not too many literal. There's at least one punch in the face every day for me. I get some email or text, phone call, once in a while physical face-to-face interaction that I wish hadn't happened. I wish I didn't know that information, or usually more accurately, I wish that thing hadn't occurred. I wish they didn't feel that way. I wish they didn't want that or not want that. There's always something. So what do? You roll with it. Depending on the school, the system, the style, you might have a different philosophy. But I was brought up that if you can't block it, do your best to go with it. If you punch me and you're going to hit me here and I can't block it in time, I'm not going to brace and just take it. I'm going to roll with it and try and let it brush off me and diffuse as much of the force as I can. There's a time to be hard charging, and there's a time to go with it. I needed that reminder. 90% of what I say to you guys is for me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say it. I hope you all have a good day. I hope whatever's going on is good. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. I hope that you'll support what we do. I hope you'll subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the show. And I hope we have some live people tomorrow. All right. Take care, everybody. I will see you back here for Friday. Woo! Peace.